Hi folks, HR Funk here. With what was up until recently the only holster in my holster inventory that would accommodate my Steyr M9A2 MF pistol. And this was made by a company called Double Click. I had to order this online. And it's a good holster, there's no problems with it. It's made out of Kydex, as you can see. And it's been very functional. But I'm still a leather holster fan at heart. And as useful as Kydex is for a material to make holsters from, I still prefer the look of leather. So recently I was contacted by a company called Tagua. Tagua is headquartered in Miami, Florida, and they make leather holsters in Paraguay. And when I was contacted by them, the individual that got a hold of me sent me an email and asked if I would be willing to review some of their holsters. And previously I had not even heard of them, but I looked online, the holsters didn't look too bad. So I said, sure, send me a couple of holsters. I gave them a couple of handgun models that I was willing to try out, and I started to wait. And quite a bit of time went by. In fact, I kind of forgot about it. And all of a sudden, one day, dropped off at my door was a box of holsters. I was expecting two. I got, I think, 8 or 10 of them in here. So I started to look at the holsters they sent me, and lo and behold, I found that their holsters, at least some of them, will accommodate the Steyr M9A2MF. And as you can see, it is here in a leather holster on my belt, and it fits just fine. Their holsters also fit a lot of other handguns, and what I'm going to do in this video is show you some of the holsters that they have, some of their different models, and I'm also going to show you the fit of various types of handguns in those holsters. Now, Tagua holsters are available online. You can find them on Amazon, or you can also order them directly from their website. And the prices seem pretty reasonable. They go from the $20 to $30 range up to about the $60 range, or at least that's what I was seeing as I was looking through the inventory. And again, I think they're pretty good quality holsters, so you can see what you think of them as we take a close-up look right now. So we'll begin this close-up look at the Tagua holsters with the one that I was just wearing in the opening. And specifically, this is Tagua model, let me adjust the focus there, TX Lock R OWB 502. As you can see, it is part of Tagua's 1836 line. And when you look at the firearms that this holster will accommodate, you'll notice it does not list, again, readjust the focus, does not list the Steyr M9A2MF. And this is one of the things that I like about the Tagua holsters is they tend to fit a variety of different handguns. When we look at the firearms listed here, we see that it fits most 9mm 40 and 45 SIG P320s. They also list the Springfield XDM, and that's it. But as you can see, it fits my Steyr pistol very well, and really it fits it like it was made just for it. This pistol, as I said earlier, is very hard to find holsters for, and it fits this perfectly. It will not fall out, but when you draw it, and I'm knocking things all over my bench, let me change things here just a little bit. You can retract it easily, and really, like I said, it's just like it was made for this pistol. It's very, very good fit, and I'm impressed with that. Now, as you can see, this holster is ambidextrous. It has belt loops on either side, and you can wear it either as a straight drop, you can wear it at a slight cant, or you can even wear it as a cross draw, if you happen to like that. This is brown leather, and according to Tagua's website, this is vegetable tanned leather, which I think looks very, very good. I'll try to get my hand out of the way so you can see the holster better. It has the leather tabs up the side so that you don't have the pistol scraping against you if you happen to be wearing it very close to your body. And also the holster has tensioning screws along the side, so if your handgun happens to be a little bit loose fitting in there, you can tighten those down and snug it up a little bit. Or if it's a little too tight, you can release those some and release the fit just a little bit to accommodate that handgun better. So again, that is the one that I was just wearing. This is one, by the way, that I am keeping. I like this holster. I like the fact that it fits this pistol so well. But let's take a quick look at what other handguns it will accommodate that aren't listed on that box. So as I remove the M9A2MF, this is a good time to show you also that this particular holster has a lock that hooks onto the trigger guard of the pistol. You can see those small tabs on either side. Now there's no mechanical way to release this lock, but it's part of the holster, and I'll reinsert this. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see that down in there, but those tabs actually wrap around the front, or maybe I should say the back of the trigger guard, and retain it, but still there's no problem removing the firearm from the holster. So let's switch over to the Glock 19. Locks in place. I cannot shake it out, but it still comes out anytime you want it with no problem whatsoever. How about the CZ P10C with an optic installed? Yes, no problem. It's retaining the pistol and no problem whatsoever drawing it from the holster. Let's move over to the Masada. Again, optic installed. That started to fall out just a little bit, so if I was carrying this, I would increase the tension just a little bit there, but it's really not bad and it fits pretty well. Smith & Wesson M&P won't shake out and retracts just fine. So all of those firearms fit just fine in this one Tagua holster, which is another reason I'm holding on to this one. Oops, just realized I forgot one other handgun that I had here. This is one that is listed on the box, my M18 IE SIG P320, and as indicated on the package, it fits just fine and dandy. Now, in case anyone's wondering, it really doesn't work with the 1911. Now, Tagua has holsters listed on their website that are for the 1911 pistol, and the pistol will sit in there, but it doesn't retain it rather, at all. Next up, we have the TX PD2 300, and you can see the list of handguns there that this holster is stated to accommodate, and there's quite a variety of them. And I'm going to try a few of these that I have. Now, this holster is a paddle holster, as you can see, and it also comes with a belt slide attachment. So if you don't like the paddle, you can switch this over very easily by removing this screw, replacing it with the belt slide attachment, and you now have a belt slide holster. Or you can use it as it comes with the paddle. And this paddle does have a, see if I can get this so you can see it, a notch right here to retain it. So if you have it over a belt or you have it down inside your pants, that should hold it very securely. Another thing about this holster that I'm going to demonstrate momentarily is, as you can see, there are ridges around this attachment point, and the same type of ridges are inside here, so you can actually adjust the angle of this holster to anything you want. So straight drop, forward cant, cross draw, whatever, you can make this holster accommodate it. And just to demonstrate that process, I'll loosen the screw there. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see there, you can see the teeth from those ridges. You don't have to take it completely out, just loosen it. You can set the holster to any angle you want, retighten it, if I can hold on to the wrench, there we go. And if you wanted to, you can now wear that as a cross draw. Now, this particular model does not have the lock that the other one had that I just showed you. So this is basically just a friction fit, and let's see what it will fit. This one will not fit the Steyr pistol. You can see it does not even get a good start into there. Moving on, it does fit the Glock pistol very well. This is a Glock 19, and anything in that class, 19, 17, etc., 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 just like listed on the packaging, will fit, no problem. Holds it very well. How about the Masada? Takes a little bit of convincing, but it will fit. And being made out of leather, it would wear to the, or stretch rather, to the shape of the pistol, and I think after a little bit of time that would fit very nicely. CZ P10C fits, retains it, and no problem. 1911. As a matter of fact, that works pretty well with the 1911. If I shake it hard enough, I can get it to fall out of there. But for normal carry, I don't think there would be a problem with that. And this holster will also not accommodate the M18. It just won't go down inside there. So most of these handguns work very well. The Steyr pistol and the SIG pistol did not fit into this one. It's just a little bit too small for them. Last up, Tagua didn't forget the wheel gunners. They actually sent me 2 inside the waistband holsters. As you can see, this one is brown leather. Actually, almost looks like suede. And this one is in black leather. As you can see, this one is the model TX Loyal 020. This one is the model TX Loyal 020 LB, which I suspect stands for light brown. They're both listed as accommodating the exact same handguns, and they both state that they can accommodate optics-ready revolvers, which is kind of unusual. As you can see, it says Smith & Wesson J-frames, Bodyguard, Ruger LCR, and most 2-inch small frame revolvers, and I'm going to check that here momentarily. They both also, and you'll see this better, have a tensioning screw. So just as I said with the other model, you can loosen or tighten that screw, you can't really see it on this one, as necessary to make sure that it retains your revolver just the way you want it to. One thing I notice about these IWB holsters, and let me change that a little bit, is they are very, very soft, both outside, the portion that would be against your body if you're wearing this IWB, and inside, the part that would be against your firearm. If you're worried about your firearm's finish, I don't think you need to be with these holsters, because again, that is very, very soft. As you can see, it fits my J-frame model 342 with no problem whatsoever, and that's one of the ones that was listed on the package, so I'm not surprised. It is an open revolver at the bottom, excuse me, an open holster rather, at the bottom, so if you have something with a slightly longer barrel, that shouldn't pose a problem. But I'm going to try a couple of other revolvers quick and see how they fit in this holster. It's a little snug with my K-frame 2.5-inch Model 19. Now, in all fairness, this is not something that it was listed for on the package. I was just curious to see if it would fit. And in a pinch, you could get by with it if you're someone who's inclined to carry a double-action revolver inside the waistband. I'm not. But it definitely doesn't fit as well as the J-frame 342 that I had a moment ago. And that's pretty much the same issue with my 3-inch Model 66. Since it has the open bottom, the slightly longer barrel doesn't pose a big problem, but the revolver itself just doesn't fit. Obviously, this is another K-frame. So, as I said before, you could make it work if you absolutely had to and you didn't have another option, but it definitely is not intended for anything the size of a K-frame Smith & Wesson. So that's going to do it for the up-close look at the Tagua holsters. And before I go, special notice to channel members. I'm going to be doing a giveaway of some of these Tagua holsters. As you saw, I've got a box full of them. And they're going to be on a first-come, first-served basis. All you're going to have to do is pay for the shipping, and I'll send you a holster if you need one. So watch for the members-only community post coming out to let you know when I'm going to start doing that. If you need one of these holsters and you have one of the various models of handguns that they accommodate, let me know and I'll get you a holster. But that's going to do it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, as always, make sure you forward those to me. Remember, if you purchase anything from Optics Planet, be sure to use my discount code, which is... And if you use that discount code, it's good for 5% off anything you purchase from Optics Planet. Also remember the new discount code from Hot Munitions. If you go to Hot Munitions, you can use my discount code there, which is HRFUNK10, and that'll save you 10% off your purchase from Hot Munitions. See you next time, folks. And until then, good shooting. Bye-bye.